Hey guys, as promised, I am continuing my deep dive into the League of Legends lore that I have been doing for quite some time now. There's already plenty of videos on the playlist that you can check out. There's also Arcane essays that I have been working on. Having said that, today I'm doing something I'm particularly excited. I was told these videos present a wonderful story. This time I didn't really prepare myself. I didn't really read anything because apparently these stories are self-explanatory, so I didn't really have to read anything. In fact, I was advised not to read anything because I would spoil myself. So I'm going to watch any origins as announced previously, any origins behind the scenes so I know more about it, and then the curse of the said mummy. I'm going to, God, that sounds like mum. Maybe I'm pronouncing it the wrong way. But yeah, as promised, we're doing all of that today. By the way, I wanted to say that if you want to join my Discord server, we have quite a nice community over there, and obviously big shout out to Ingo, Beastmonger and Piotr, Mathies. They've been helping me out with picking these videos. So yeah, I have had a lot of support. And be certain I'm reading your comments. I have read every single comment under every single video that I have posted when it comes to the League of Legends lore. Any videos that you might be suggesting, they're certainly coming. Everything's coming. So I'm basically going to do it all. By the way, it's my birthday today, so this is sort of a birthday special video. That's why I'm even more happy to do that today out of all the days. Okay. Let's dive in. Oh no, they did that style. Oh my god, that's such a strong powder vibe. No way.
Annie.
What? It's so artistic. Dude. Teddy bears, definitely powder's teddy bear vibe.
And then Mr. Tibbers fights the nasty dragon. Let me! No, he's mine! Hey! Tibbers is stupid. No, he's not! Give him back!
Oh. Audio is so great. They did like a full surround.
What's wrong with you?
It was an accident.
Daisy started it.
Oh, you do have a weird child.
I'm sure she didn't mean to. You'll be playing together before you know it, okay? I promise, Firefly.
Firefly. Oh. I think they have a favorite child in the family. What am I even watching? That's so amazing.
She's still our daughter.
No. Your daughter's a monster.
How could you say that?
That's the powder shot. No way.
Annie, where are you? I got you, Firefly. I got you.
Shut up! You took everything.
What? Damn. Well, Annie had issues. So let me get this straight. Annie is she a champion of her own? Because like I said, I didn't read. I don't want to spoil myself. So is she a champion? She's probably a champion, right? So that's why we got to know her origins. But she had some sort of a duality going on with that teddy bear. And if Jinx is a champion as well, why is there like a correlation between them? Because obviously that little Annie was resembling Powder so much. So I guess Powder did not really exist in the League of Legends, right? I mean, the tiny Powder, the small Jinx, if you will, did not really exist in the League of Legends, because I'm assuming Jinx has been always Jinx in League of Legends game. Maybe they used small Annie and used her as an inspiration for Powder, because the correlations were there. The shots were so similar, and the duality and being torn between being a good person and sort of an evil-ish person, and showing us the reasons why it happened to be that way. I am mind blown because they created a story in such a beautiful style. Like, I am speechless because they keep overdoing themselves. I know they experiment with styles, but that was just beautiful. That was a type of an animation that I could see being nominated for like a short movie at the biggest festivals and whatnot. That's just brilliant. So touching, and like the budget and everything, even the sound was so high quality. When the mother was screaming, you could hear her from one side and whatnot. They really worked hard on every bit of detail when it comes to that. Let's watch any origins behind the scenes so we know more about it. I mean, you know more about it, but I want to know too.
Annie's always been a character in our mind that could be expressed beyond the game constructs.
There's something interesting here because it is a really crazy story about how she becomes who she is. She loses everything, but then gains her own self-confidence in what she's capable of doing.
We've never had an opportunity to go deep into who Annie really is before, why she's such a troubled, pained, and tragic character.
Annie as a character has this dark side of her. She is a little evil.
Very little and innocent girl, and so a lot of people underestimate her.
She really stands out with her character, with her look, and Tibber, of course.
She is this tragic character with these very dark powers.
She'll burn you and laugh while doing so.
Anthony had a really cool idea on her origin stories, how she became who she is, to help people understand the soul of Annie.
If we told that story for the Annie that we have in game right now, just evil kid that has fire, I think that makes Annie's story flat. We wanted to expand her world.
A lot of her power comes from her emotion and sort of depth of pain and anguish. Tibbers is central to that power.
Tibbers was a gift from her mom, kind of the last tangible memory and connection she has to her real mom.
We want to portray this child side of Annie, and that's why we set on this painterly and fairy tale kind of style.
It looks like a painting coming into life.
How much can we make Annie's story feel like a child's fairy tale, being told back to you in a medium that is appropriate for that?
We've never done anything like this before. There was a lot of R&D that required actually a team to spend quite a bit of time to figure out the look and feel.
We tested out motion capture initially, and then from there, we started with 2D, but just didn't really work well for our project. Why don't we just paint every single frame? Realistically, if you were to paint 24 frames a second, you need an army of people to be able to do something like that. We're talking thousands upon thousands of hand-painted frames. The problem is, how do you build a character that looks painterly, but is still able to give you a performance that is realistic? We've seen full 3D CG content before. We wanted something that just looked unique and something that we could call our own and live up to an Annie story.
I pushed to use realistic 3D and then making it to look painterly. I want to be sure that the end result is looking more handcrafted.
We start from our foundation, which is producing the actual 3D animation that you'll see that feels flat but gives us the emotion. So we project this flat image onto the 3D model itself. Now, that one 3D character has this texture on it that feels painterly. And then finishing it off with the painterly cell animation on top to give it life.
So much attention to detail, that's crazy. What?
This is 40% smaller.
So I think just the tree on the right is too low.
The perspective that everyone has of Annie is her in-game. So let's bring it out. Let's see how much of that personality we can get out of it to incorporate what we know of her, including her abilities. So for instance, burning her sister, that's her cute. Setting fire to her room, that's her shielder. So I'm hoping that when you do use your R, or when you've actually created Tibbers, that it sparks that memory of oh yeah, yikes.
If you want the character inside people's heart, you have to build a backstory to let people be related to them.
You're gonna feel connected to her in a different way, and I like her more. Now she's someone real. She's not pixels on the screen.
I hope that players, when they watch this, it elicits a connection, an emotion to make you feel for her.
Oh, yeah, we have one more video, the Curse of the Said Mummy. A mummy music video. Oh yeah, I think that was created by Christian Linke, Arcane creator as well. So that's brilliant, but I want to go back to the behind the scenes video. Gosh, the attention to detail that they're giving, how they respect the characters and how they respect the players ultimately by creating backstories for every single character so they feel more fleshed out and more alive. That's just beautiful. They're wonderful storytellers. That entire world, everything that that they have created. That's such a fantastic thing to do in life overall. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, Jesus, to be able to create such stories daily. They have a fantastic thing going on. And the whole Annie backstory, brilliant. I can totally see where they're coming from when it comes to Powder going to Jinx. Now, jumping to the curse of the sad mummy. So there will be a music video. No! They're doing it again. That's basically Tim Burton style. What? That's literally a sad mummy then. Do I have... okay. Because I want to pay attention to the lyrics.
Child in Valorant has heard the tale before about the cursed mummy boy who felt his heart no more. So sad and lorn, the helpless lad, Amumu was his name.
No!
Ventured out to find a friend and learn about his bane.
Oh! That's too sad! God, he's looking and looking. I hope he finds a friend. Oh, the music's beautiful.
For many years, young Amumu traveled through the lands, determined to make friends if only they would understand. But even when Amumu stood upon the ledge of home, his hope would disappoint him and he would remain alone.
No!
But then the curse began to whisper in his ear. It would confirm what was Amumu's biggest fear. It pledged that never shall someone become his friend. It pledged that he shall be alone until his end. But sorrow and despair became too much to bear. The moment when Amumu realized what he had done, too late it was for him, for them, the evil curse had won. The anger and the anguish overwhelmed his fragile soul and caused a wicked tantrum that he never could control.
For sure, that's fantastic, cheerful birthday content there. I think you saw that these videos, they actually leave me speechless. The story presented is so sad, so written, but also almost like a masochist type of a deal. He didn't find any friends. He was cursed to be alone forever. Like, dude, someone who wrote that, and I think I'm pointing at Christian Linke here, is he like depressed or something? Because that's just so tragic. Poor Mami, poor Abamu. I want to like hug him and find him a friend or something. But also some shots from the video, apart from the violin music that reminded me of Arcane, some shots, especially during the transformation or something, whatever was going on by the end of the video, they reminded me a bit of Victor too, and his transformation and whatever was going on with his body. But like, Jesus Christ, is he a champion like Amumu? God, it's like each champion they have in League of Legends needs a justification when it comes to fighting, because they're not always fighting for good reasons, and basically I guess the act of fight itself is not necessarily a good thing, right? So the reasons behind it, I think ultimately they need to be a bit evil. So they explain why these champions, they turned to aggression. I don't know. It's like, God, I'm doing like a full mode moral social analysis when it comes to League of Legends champions. They're like, League of Legends is just a game that doesn't really have the best opinion, I guess, out there. It does have an opinion of having a bit of a toxic community, and that comes from League of Legends players themselves. But the allure behind it, the story that they create for the champions, they give it so much love, and I don't know, it just feels like it's just 100 times better than the game itself. Saying that respectfully, because I haven't really played it, but obviously it's just like an MMO game. It's not something that's supposed to be story driven, yet they add so many layers to it. I am mind blown, and these videos, like I said before, they leave me speechless. That was a wonderful video. I don't even know if this was better or any. I feel like this was better, the Amumu thing, and such a Tim Burton style as well. That's so inspiring, so beautiful. I'm running out of words here to describe how amazing and powerful emotionally that is. I love it so much and beyond. Thank you so much for joining me. I love having you guys here and reading your comments. I so appreciate it. Again, major shout out to everyone who's been helping me out. Do check out other content. Stick around for more. We'll be continuing the deep dive. We'll be going through all of it. By the end, I'll be like an encyclopedia of that lore. Again, for whatever reason. Stay safe, guys. This is Ola from Stop Neo Channel. Bye.